Good day, guys. Welcome to Understanding Languages, where we talk about language learning. And on this video, as you saw the title, we're gonna talk about how long it takes to learn a new language. My name is Emilio, and let's get started. This is a topic that I really want to cover because there is a lot of things: 6 months, 1 year, 2 months, 3 months. There is a lot of different time frames. How long does it take to learn a language? And the real answer is very short. If you can only watch the video up to this point, is it takes a long time. How much is a long time? Many hours of self-study, going to classes, listening to different types of material, reading, going to courses, or being in the country. It takes a long time. That's the first thing that I want to say. Time, you'll hear me mentioning this in the video a lot. Time is probably the biggest element. How much time do you have available? How much time can you put in after work, before classes, after classes, in your free time? The more time you have, the quicker you can learn. So when you see videos saying like, I learned this language in 3 months, or I learned in 6 months, that's not very realistic because every single person is different. And another thing that affects how long is going to take is the languages that you already know. First, let's look at time. Let's have a look at these two factors, and I'm gonna give you some examples, okay? So, let's have a look at this table here. I'm gonna break this table down for you. So think about it this way. We have 4 scenarios. The first one is going to university or going to school to learn the language. The second one is to maybe go to a private school or a private course, you know. The other one is studying on your own, being very disciplined, being very, let's say, diligent with your studies. And the last one is full immersion, going to the country. And this is considering that all the time you spend in that country is being exposed to the language, is being active and trying to learn, using time to study, and so on. So as we can see from this graph, so we have different levels. If you take, for example, for this graph, I'll tell you the numbers that we are using. 4 hours a week for an university or for a school, in about, let's say, 47 weeks, we will have this much of study. Then the same would be, half of that would be normally, on average, for a language school or a private school. And the one that is on self-study is basically considering that you spend 1 hour every day for a week for the whole year. And the other one, the last one, is the highest because it's considering that you spend 16 hours, which I know technically it may not be realistic, but again, I said at the start, is thinking that you are in the country, you are always learning, you are trying to talk to people, you are listening, maybe you go and study, you have language classes on those 16 hours. And this is all based on a concept called the 10,000 hour rule, where basically it's a rough estimate of how long it takes to become an expert in a specific field or in a specific area. So for example, if you want to play the guitar and you want to become an extremely good guitarist with lots of experience, roughly you would need 10,000 hours to be like at an elite level. Okay, maybe you're looking at the graph, 10,000 hours, and you're thinking, oh my god, I need to spend a long time or I'm never gonna make it. Let's stop for a second, because this is one point that I want to make, that it will take time for you. The one reality is that we are gonna be learning languages constantly. So even if you live in a country, you study on your own, you go to a course, you would still be always improving in different areas of that language. And again, just keep in mind that the more time you have, the more time that you can put is obviously gonna be more beneficial. Well, and again, This is considering that we are as efficient as we can when we are studying in our free time. Yeah? Okay, let me tell you about the next point. So I talked about similarities. What do I mean by that? So let's say, for example, I will use myself as an example, yeah? My mother tongue is Spanish. If I want to learn English, and then let's say Japanese, yeah? Obviously, for me, it's going to be less challenging to learn English because I have, for example, the word car in Spanish is carro. Then the word car in English is car. So you can see the similarity between these two words. But if I want to learn Japanese, the word card is kuruma. And quick thing, actually, Spanish and Japanese have a very similar, if not almost the same pronunciation. This is the one big advantage for any of you that want to learn Japanese. But the point is that to learn Japanese, I need to learn a whole new alphabet and I need to learn the Chinese character, yeah? And this applies to, again, I could use the same example with a Japanese person learning Spanish, for example. So if you have a Japanese person and then they want to learn Chinese, they use the same or a very similar character. So they already know what that word is. So they just need to learn the pronunciation. But if they want to learn Spanish, they need to, again, compare that other word. Okay guys, look, this video is getting too long. So to summarize, I think the two main things are time and immersion, or let's say, time and similarity between the languages. Obviously, motivation plays a key part on this, your why, and again, those are things that I mentioned in other videos, so make sure that you check them out if you haven't already. On the next video, I'm gonna tell you, or I'm gonna talk about my experience learning Russian for a month. I did this with a friend, and I will show you what I did, the good, the bad. I'm gonna be critical, and then just give you some examples. And I think that video is going to relate very well with this one. So I'll leave the link in the description. Make sure to check it out. I hope you enjoyed the series. I hope that now you sort of know what you're getting into. Learning a language is good. You're gonna have a good time. But the truth is that it's gonna be very challenging. It's gonna be tough. You're gonna feel frustrated. You need to put a lot of time into it. But then, you could get some good rewards from it. But I just don't want you to feel like, oh, everything is beautiful, because it's not like that. We need to put in the hard work. And I hope this video motivates you to do that, to start learning, to put in the hours, to put in the work. And well, with this, I will leave you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed the series. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that. Notification bell so you can get notified of the newest videos. With this, I will leave you. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.